Hello, my name is Wanda D. Gay, and this is a short reading from my new book, Between the Ferry and Forever. The Drive and the Ferry. 9 months can pass slowly or all at once. With Keith, it felt like both. We dated quietly at first, no rush, no grand declarations, just time, real time, spent learning one another. Conversations stretched into evenings, laughter that came easily, silence that didn't feel uncomfortable. There was a steadiness between us that surprised me. Military life moved fast, but what we were building felt calm, certain, not dramatic, but sure. When we decided to get married, it didn't feel impulsive, even though others might have thought so. It felt like the natural next step in something that had already taken root. There was just one problem. At the time, we couldn't get married in Germany the way we needed to. The rules were complicated, and the answers were slow. But Denmark was different. So we made a plan that only young people in love would make. We would drive. I remember the morning we left Germany. The car was packed simply, nothing fancy, nothing extra, just what we thought we needed. We didn't think far ahead. We thought far enough. The road stretched out in front of us, unfamiliar and exciting. Keith drove, focused but relaxed. I watched the scenery change borders passing quietly, signs written in languages that reminded me just how far from home we really were. We talked about everything and nothing, about where we'd been, about where we were going, about the kind of life we imagined building together. Though neither of us said much about the future out loud, some things felt too precious to name. When we reached the ferry, the air changed. There was water everywhere, wide and moving and full of possibility. We stood on the deck together as the boat pulled away, the wind sharp against our faces. Keith stood close, just close enough to block the cold. I remember thinking how strange it was that something so ordinary, a ferry ride, could feel so important. Once we were on the water, there was no turning back. I looked out over the horizon and felt a mix of excitement and nerves settled in my chest. I wasn't afraid, but I was aware that my life was shifting, that I was stepping into something permanent without fully knowing what it would require of me. Keith reached for my hand. "You okay?" he said. I nodded. "Yeah, just thinking. Good thoughts." I smiled. "Important ones." He squeezed my hand, and we stood there quietly, letting the wind and the water carry us forward. We didn't know then that Denmark would ask more of us than we expected, that the plan we thought was simple would stretch longer than our money, that the journey itself would begin teaching us lessons before we ever said our vows. All we knew was this: we were on our way together, and somehow that felt like enough. Thank you for listening. I hope you'll join me again for another reading. If you like and enjoy this reading, please like, subscribe, share, comment. I look forward to seeing you again.